And we rolling. Rolling, baby. Another episode of Coffee and Hemp Conversations.
Coffee.
With your boy, Coach Hemp.
I'm Hemp.
Your boy, Big T.
Big T.
AHM Enterprises.
With the logo.
Yes. Coffee and nature, baby.
Yes.
But yeah. So let's get right into it, man. 5 fun facts, man. Let's
5 fun facts.
Five fun facts. Coffee.
Five fun facts. We'll go through a little bit back and forth. Say one fact about hemp is it is the number one renewable resource in the world. Period.
Number one renewable resource in the world.
That means it grow every 3 months. You know what I'm saying? And as it does it winds up phytomediating the land. Meaning that any impurities in the land that they take off, the roots are so long that they'll go and aerate the land at the same time. So if you use it as a rotator crop, it is the best thing for a rotator crop. That's one good thing to know.
Well, coffee.
What about it?
What most people think it's a bean.
True that.
It's actually a berry.
So a fruit?
Yeah, it's actually a fruit. It comes from a bush. And it grows in certain climates, kind of like hemp. Hemp is only grown, certain climates to be the most potent.
Yes.
The same with coffee.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Hemp.
But yeah, it's a cherry-like berry, and it's originally chewed. I guess that's another fact, though. Yeah, it was actually chewed like an energy.
Oh.
Like an energy pill.
I can see that.
A drink.
I can see that.
So tell me another one about hemp.
About hemp. I did tell you that it was a phytomediator, but also hemp uses less than half of what cotton uses as far as agriculture. When you talk about growing a sustainable crop, and so water is a big aspect of our agriculture system, and so hemp uses half of what cotton does. And I think it's a better commodity.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, coffee it's 2 types of coffee.
Okay. Didn't know that. What 2 types they got? Decaffeinated and non-decaffeinated?
No. Actually, that segues into the next one. Decaffeinated is really caffeinated.
Oh.
It just has less caffeine in it.
Okay.
But it's actually Arabica, which brings you on the most bold flavors and intensity to the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Robusta, which is like a lot of people don't like it because of the high levels of it. It's very acidic.
Yeah. Okay.
But just to add to the list, I know it's we probably said 5 already, but it's one of the largest commodities in the world. Is actually the second largest commodity in the world to petroleum.
Oh, I can see that.
It's very second.
And I can see a big fall in petroleum getting ready to come up too. Yeah, man. We fight the petroleum industry hand by hand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what a lot of people don't understand. Hemp? Oh man, come on, hemp is basically
because you guys derive a fuel from hemp, correct?
Well, you got biofuel that I got a couple of cats working on programs that are actually dealing with biofuel, so they're getting farmers involved with this whole farming thing. And also, we did, me and a good friend of mine went down to Virginia Tech and did a presentation in 2016, because Virginia Tech is one of the top 3 schools dealing with polymers in the United States, and that's plastic. So we're talking about plastic bottles taking 1,000 years to decompose back into our environment. But if they were made out of hemp, it takes 6 to 8 months.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that? I mean, I don't know if that went over.
Oh man, they already got
that's incredible.
Come on, man.
You're telling me you can solve the world's plastic pollution problem in a matter of months if we just switch over to hemp?
But they already did it, and they know it. And then I'm going to tell you on top of that, if they grow it, it sequesters CO2. It sequesters carbon as it grows. So I think it sequesters about 2,500 pounds of carbon. You know what I'm saying? When you just grow per acre of hemp, right?
Okay.
And then in order to get
it purifies the air.
Yeah, it sucks it up. The CO2, the carbon. Yes.
Okay.
So it sucks it up and it holds it. Now, if you make an end product, let's say like hempcrete, that's the big thing because the U.S. building code just passed this. So now that you're building this, you're making hempcrete, Now, once you put it in there, so I'm going to give you a quick example. The Roman Colosseum was made out of hempcrete,
And it's
and
still
it's still sequestering
standing.
CO2,
Wow.
still
And
fossilizing
it's still
CO2.
standing to this day.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's amazing. So
Yes, sir.
that's an amazing testament to how
Long hemp.
powerful and
Yes.
the longevity of Hemp Creek. I also heard about it as fireproof. I actually want to go into that a little bit, but
It's fireproof. I need some fire. Let me see it.
gotta have the hemp. You know, this is coffee and hemp conversations. Now, coffee combats depression. Okay, you actually, you know, it's been
So does cannabis. So does hemp.
See, that's the connection. See the connection. You live longer. You live longer. You know, with coffee and hemp.
Not giving a damn about the bullshit.
Yes. So I mean, that's those are great fun facts. But why do we? You know, again, I want to episode 2. I want to touch base on why we doing this. I know you guys seen probably some excerpts from the episode 1,
Yes.
where we kind of have it's a broad conversation. So we talk about everything under the sun. However, we want to, you know, bring you guys some facts about these two industries that are just multi-billion-dollar industries. Trillion.
Yes.
Headed that way for sure.
Yes. Yes.
But I did want to discuss why I do this. So as far as you know, me starting this thing with Coach, I actually had an initial idea to create a coffee business. And that's what you see here with the coffee in nature.
Yeah, that's it. Get close up. We'll give you a close up on that later on. You know what I'm saying? The flyer. We had a flyer, but yeah.
So what happened was I lost my wife and my son. I know I briefly touched on this on episode 1, but my wife and my son were murdered 2 years ago, which led me into a depressed state. But coming out of that depression and healing with so many things that my family experienced, me and my remaining children. One day I was on a balcony at the Coffee and Nature headquarters, and that's what it is now.
The headquarters.
I was sitting outside, and I was with my niece and my daughter, and I said, you know, I really want to do something to dedicate, you know, pay homage to my late wife and my son, and I thought of something that we would enjoy together. And one thing that we always enjoyed was our morning coffee. And our morning coffee was not just you know, grabbing a cup of Joe. We would always spend some time conversating, and we would always love our coffee in certain environments, like nature, for example, especially in nature, and which hence led me to the coffee in nature. Upon talking to Coach, a good friend of mine, you know, always educating me on the ongoings of the hemp industry. He's an active lobbyist in Washington, D.C. He is the president of GeorgiaHempAssociation.org. So in talking to Coach, I, you know, told him, you know, about my endeavors in the coffee. And he being the man he is, said, you know what, T, you know, I like to talk about hemp. And I said, man, I like to talk about coffee. And you know, and you know, the podcast is the latest craze. I said, why not let's get together and do a podcast? And it kind of just was like water off our back at first, you know. But then I called him one day and was like, all right, Coach, come on, I'm ready. And he came over, and as you can see on the first episode, when he was like, man, I didn't know you was gonna do it, you know, but we did it. And so here it is. We're going on to the next episode. We're hoping to bring you worthwhile content, education on the subject, things that you want to actually talk about.
Yes.
We're open for discussion. You can make comments in the comment section. You can ask questions.
We're gonna get consistent. We're gonna get consistent, and we're gonna have a show. It's gonna be every whatever it is, Tuesday, Thursday. You know what I'm saying? 2 times where we can interact or go live with our audience.
And we don't want to keep you guys long. Maybe 15 to 30 minute segments at the most. Just to again give you quick information that's that's digestible,
Yeah.
where you understand the world of hemp, where you understand the
I
world of
just want
coffee.
I want to be able to talk about it from a perspective that you know that it's an economic machine that then came into your community, and how can you wind up attaching yourself to it
Absolutely,
in any
absolutely.
aspect.
And that was one of the most important aspects of coffee and hemp conversations. How can we educate the people into understanding that this is in fact a commodity,
Yes.
meaning something that you can actually grow with.
Ah.
You know,
And then remember, your new money got to be backed by gold, silver, platinum, or a commodity.
Commodity.
You know what I'm saying? You can't grow no gold.
So we're talking about two of the world's largest commodities here.
And fastest growing and second largest.
There you go.
Ooh.
So with that being said, I think we created a platform that is not only interesting but worthwhile talking about.
Oh man, I'm spilling all the jewels, man.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah. So
relationships are important. You better get them. If you don't have them, join organizations that are out there. Minorities for Medical Marijuana. I give Rob a shout out again, man. Harrison Consultants, my daughter, them understand what plans are. You gotta have them. Programs.
Black Buddha.
Black Buddha, that's women owned, hemp for women, for women by women. Hey, we got a lot of things that we really mess around with, man. But again, we just want to talk to y'all, and we don't need everybody. Everybody ain't gonna get what we talking about.
Understood.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? So everybody ain't gonna be able to sit down and talk, man. So so everybody might have their differences or whatever it is. So, but again, I ain't trying to talk to everybody. It's just a couple of people out there who might be interested in some of the things that I'm talking about, bro. And I wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying, entertaining a couple of people on a journey of, you know what I'm saying, a day-to-day journey what we going on, T.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when
Absolutely.
when I say come down to the Capitol, I ain't saying come down to the Capitol because I want to hang out with you. I'm telling you some very important things down there.
Absolutely.
And if I can't get that connection or whatever, you may be able to get it. So, but it was fun being able to, know the journey of people who know what's going on, and then be able to react and engage, especially in networking activities that we're talking about moving forward on.
Absolutely. So with that being said, I did want to talk about some of the impact, the environmental impact that hemp has, and that I know a lot of laws have been passed recently and things of that nature. I want to go and talk about the ESGs.
Yes, environmental social governance.
I should've said that,
Environmental social governance. ESGs, man.
Of hemp.
Oh, of hemp, of everything, bro.
Yeah.
So
but in specific,
yes, because hemp is, I say hemp more or less the solutions. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, each ESG, and the ESG is something that they actually made up as part of a financial tool now. So if you go get a loan, they want to know what your ESGs are. What are you doing for the environment? What are you doing socially with your employees? And what are you doing for the management of your organization? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so,
right.
so those ESGs have to be attached to what they call the SBG 17. That's sustainability goals set up by the UN, and there's 17 of them. And so I always
how does that help the economy? How does it like the economic impact?
Well, you gotta remember, a lot of people are investing green now. You know what I'm saying? And when people it's just like saying, "Hey, man, I want to invest in the stock market.
Yes,
I want all my money to be only on towards things that are going green."
Absolutely.
Well, you got companies out there that's holding money in these portfolios for organizations that they deem to be doing these green work, and those and like I said, you have BlackRock, which holds $66 trillion of those dollars. You know what I'm saying? And you got to remember, people,
that's the largest investment corporation on the planet.
That's it is BlackRock, man. A lot of people don't even know what it is, but I say if once you understand the ESGs and how they're tied to them, you'll find out that most of us are already doing the work. I mean, if you have a nonprofit, you're already doing the work. Thing about it is you ain't getting paid for it because we don't know how to access the money. But you got to know how to, create a matrix, basically reporting information or data. You know what I'm saying? So a person, and let's go back to SBG 17, which is it's called collaboration partnerships. So say like me and you got the same mindset. I'm big boy money. You nonprofit, but you doing the work. And I'm not really doing the work yet or whatever it is, but I could wind up funding you, Cheese, to do the work. And then if you got the report, you can give me, I can use the data. But if you don't know how to build a report and get the data, well, I can't do no business with you. So you keep on doing that shit for free. You know what I'm saying? And not being able to have access to the cash to make the impact that you really need to make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or understand what ESGs are, You know what I'm saying? Align yourself up with them to report that data, so when you do build that relationship, you can give them their data, and they can keep giving you and finding you more money to give you. You know what I'm saying? So you can keep giving them more data. You know what I'm saying?
So that's part of. I would say that's probably along the lines of the social impact
Okay,
of,
so
of the ESG.
well, social is the second aspect, which is your employees. Your employees.
Mm-hmm.
First part is the environmental. That's doing something green. You know what I'm saying? Let it be within your building. Let it be, you know what I'm saying, lights, having efficiency lighting system. You know what I'm saying? Being able, like, I can give you solutions like Hemp Creek. Hemp Creek cools up. It cools off in the summer and it heats up in the winter. That means you don't have to have your electricity going up and down using carbon. You know what I'm saying? Hemp is a solution for that. So I try to show people solutions like that might be your environmental aspect of what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
But your social deals with your employees.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna treat them? If somebody have an abortion, are you gonna let them off? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you got a woman having a baby, not only are you giving her time off, but are you giving that husband time off? You know what I'm saying? So
how does that tie into the world of hemp?
Well, this is environment. I'm telling you how the environmental, social, and governance. Now, you got to remember each aspect I provide. When it comes to hemp, it's certain solutions that I might be able to provide. But when you talk about social and governance, that's just really how you running your corporation, how you treating your employees.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when you come back to the environmental aspect of it, that's when I really get deep aspect in it, how hemp could provide many solutions to almost everything that we're talking about.
And that's part of the overall governance.
That's just the environmental aspect of it. Okay. But the governance, again, is the running your corporation.
Okay.
Who is the management? Do your management, who running it, is it a man that identified with a woman? You know what I'm saying? It's like, bringing all those environments into work, like, and cohesion to bring it together. Mm-hmm. But now they're almost making that like a financial instrument. Mm-hmm. Because you got to have ESGs in order to even go get a loan. They're going to ask you what your ESGs are.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody's gonna have to get ready to do this.
That's actually impactful. I think that's great that you spoke on that, because it's a lot of potential business owners in our audience that want to look towards getting into these businesses, and the fact that you explain it so eloquently, I think it's important for them to
research, even do more research on it.
I mean, just why ESG is important.
Yes. And the more we get into it, the more we're going to figure out the funding, the data. A lot of us are already, like I said, a lot of us are already doing the work. We just don't know how to report the data. Yeah. But once you start reporting it, now, you know what I'm saying, again, you got companies who are looking to team up with individuals who they can get that information from. You feel me? And
ESGs mean environmental.
Environmental, social, governance.
Governance, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir.
And
even like I said, next time you go get a business loan,
I would say Hemp Creek.
What is that?
That'll be part of the environmental.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Hemp Creek is a solution for, again, you trying to do something green within your corporation. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that, like if I was to go get a building, I want to make sure my installation is Hemp Creek. You know what I'm saying? So I can get my LEED certification, which LEED is Leadership, Education, and Environmental Design. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they give certain ratings, like, you know what I'm saying, silver, platinum, you know what I'm saying? Gold.
So to expound a little bit more on what Hemp Creek actually is, because I know you got a lot of novice.
Oh, hemp. Let me tell you, Hemp Creek. Let me tell you, man. When you break that plant down, man, you got the marijuana plant, and this is the thing a lot of people don't know. It wound up making, I think, 5 golden pieces to that plant, meaning that it's 5 industries you can actually start off this. One is using the herd. You know what I'm saying? The hemp herd. You know what I'm saying? Once you want to get in the hemp herd, you mix
it with herd. What is the herd?
Okay, when you break the plant down, you got to decorticate it. It breaks it down in 4 different things. It breaks it down with herd, fiber, seeds, and stalk. I think it comes in the stalk. Well, anyways, you get the fiber off of one of them. The herd, you're using it for Hemp Creek, but you also can blast it down almost to like a powder form, and they use it as carbon fiber. That's when you got your Mercedes, BMW, and Volvo using the car door panel right now to where it's 10 times stronger than steel, lighter than fiberglass. And you can also go look up Ford and look at the hemp car that he got and see him taking a sledgehammer and hitting it.
I was going to say, let's rewind that. Let's say that a little slower.
Okay.
What he's saying is the hemp herd
Yes.
that they blast down to sand and they mix together to
powder,
make this.
to make a carbon fiber.
They make a carbon fiber.
Yes, sir.
That is 10 times stronger than steel.
Lighter than fiberglass.
Lighter than fiberglass.
Yes, sir.
That car manufacturers like Mercedes-Benz,
BMW, and
Volvo are actually utilizing.
Right now.
So this is going towards that environmental impact ESGs that he's speaking on.
Yeah.
A direct impact.
Yes.
So go.
That and Delta. If you get on Delta flight right now, they'll tell you that about their ESGs and about how they're they're showing you the fabric that they're gonna start using hemp. And it might not even be hemp fabric. It might be something from another reusable fabric, because you also got bamboo. It's an exceptional fabric. It grows quick.
Yes.
But nothing is like
quick.
but nothing is like hemp.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And even when you use hemp is the only thing that phytomediates what they call PFAS. You know PFAS, all right?
No, you tell us.
They call it forever chemicals.
Okay.
You know, the forever chemical that comes
okay.
off the plastic and all that. That's in everywhere.
That's the latest in news. Forever chemicals. I've heard it everywhere now. It's all in
but
our fabrics and everything.
but we can clean it up with hemp.
Mm.
Yes, you know that, right? The only phytomediator
so forever
PFAS.
ain't forever.
Nah, man, not with hemp, baby. I can tell you the hemp is gonna save the world. We just gotta understand to apply it, and we gotta put pressure on them.
And he says this often.
Oh man, come on! As you say it, you believe it. I believe it. I know it's gonna happen. It's just we're gonna push it forward. My job is to just to show my people how a new economic machine has come into our community, and we must understand what it is and how to tie into it. From an agricultural perspective, from a building perspective, from a textile perspective, from a plastic perspective, from from every aspect that we need to do it. It's one of the best absorbents in the world, and we need to put this almost in everything, but we need people who are going to do the research and development. You don't have to go to university to wind up doing the research and development, but I am trying to tie up with universities so we can wind up having their white papers, you know what I'm saying, things that they need for their accreditation and this and that.
Absolutely.
But if you have ingenuity and you just smart about getting shit, and you went to YouTube University, you can probably come up with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 products utilizing hemp that'll blow your mind, bro. Yeah. And people might want it because it's nobody doing the research and development on coming up with products. Again, it's over 60,000, and you ain't got too many on the market right now.
60,000 uses, that's what he's saying.
Come on,
60,000 uses for the hemp plant.
Come on, man.
So, with that note, I don't want to, like I said, I want to give y'all tidbits. I don't want to bore y'all. I want to keep y'all engaged.
Okay.
So, I want to expound and dive deeper into things like Hemp Creek on the next episode.
Yes.
The following episode, I want to dive deeper into the governance and the things that he's discussing. And I want, so by the time the season is over with, we got a deep understanding of how powerful, how valuable this industry is. And along the way, we're gonna enjoy some coffee, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
We
already know coffee already in the business.
Yes,
we got to get hemp in the door.
Yeah,
yes,
and it's create opportunities right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Great opportunities. Look at all the YouTube ads where the guys are telling you to come work for them now. Come learn how to grow.
Oh,
wow. I mean, this is environmental impact at ground one now. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, they're telling you they're going to pay you to learn how to grow.
And then you just don't want to learn how to grow. Like, say, you want to get smart about what we're talking about right now. Like, why are you listening to us? Well, if you haven't heard of regenerative farming, you know what I'm saying? Which a lot of people ain't. Meaning that there's farming techniques that basically keep us from hurting the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because when we wind up tilling
that's a whole episode he's talking about, guys. I mean, he's dropping so many jewels. I try to slow him down, but this guy has such a wealth of knowledge, man. It's hard to contain it, and he's so willing to share it with the likes of me and you. We're blessed. We're fortunate to be in his presence. But check this out.
Come on, God.
What happened with the MJ Biz thing? I want to talk about some shit they want to hear too.
Man, I don't know if y'all know what MJ Biz is, man, but MJ Biz is Marijuana Business Weekly. It's a magazine, but I think they did a whole event where they just been going to a couple of them. I've been going to for the last 4 or 5 years going and rocking with my homegirl Roz. You know what I'm saying? With Minorities for Medical Marijuana, man, and she actually did something that was incredible that we got to film. We'll tap it in one of the episodes, but it's with Busy B, you know what I'm saying? My son got me asking the question, you know what I'm saying, on the first, what they call Rap Battle 1981 with him and Cool Mo D. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I always thought it was an ambush, right? But and I fuck with Busy B because KRS One.
Okay.
Got mad respect
Okay.
for him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I think that's how we even got to him. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to you. You gave me my man a number trying to get with KRS One, and we wound up hollering at Busy B. But I thought
We
it would
always
be
linking about
yes.
something. So I actually recalled that conversation.
Yes, yes.
So what I remember what you called me for. That didn't materialize, but at least something
It
else
did after, yes
materialized
sir,
off
it
of that.
did.
Yeah,
I give it
so
homage
that's
right
great.
now.
That's
Yes.
great. That's
Yes,
great.
but one of the greatest questions that I always wanted to know in history was, like they say that was the first rap battle, but even though Busy was talking a lot of smack about what he do, this that, it was like my man came on after and then just smashed him, but it wasn't like a retaliatory thing.
Mhm.
Like you say what you say, I say what I say. It was always and I had always in history been in me. So I got a chance to ask him that question, and my son got it all on tape. You know what I'm saying? My
So
man was like,
look,
hell yeah, I got ambushed. So
I'm glad we talking about a little bit of hip hop because I just wanted your take real quick. I know it's a little, we're a couple of weeks ago, but the D1 situation where he was calling Rick Ross and them out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So can I give you my hot take real quick?
Come on, please. So you felt what was going on. You know, so you okay.
So
cool.
I know these people got mad at him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Meek Mills and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But the man got
Jim
a
Jones,
point.
all them, huh?
The man got a point.
He do.
And I don't even think he came from a place of malice.
Hey, not at all.
I mean?
That's the whole.
I think what it is damn, man. Sometimes we got to be able to. And I know it's hard. It's hard, especially when it's sternly directed to a grown man.
That
right?
man
It's hard
check.
to accept that, right?
That man check.
However,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Sometimes we gotta look internally and shit. You know what I'm saying. And what the man was saying is factual,
valid.
man. It's very valid. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it's the D1 interview that he had with what was his name?
Rick Ross. Well, I don't know. It was, I know I seen him with my man from the Ghetto Boys. I seen him with him. I seen him with I forgot what it was. Your boy. What's your boy from MTV? Whatever his name with the
he's
the
basically speaking on how you gonna be like an ambassador to black cause, stop the violence and shit like that, and then you go rap about,
and doing all that crazy stuff. Even Miss Mills with them shoes, them reform shoes, man. I'm with every entry program, bro. You know what I'm saying? I rode with a cat by the name of Jimmy Bostique, man. Jimmy Bostique got locked up for 231 years. And he did 27 of them years, bro. For the lawyer, for the judge who put him in, wound up coming out to get him out. You know what I'm saying? And messing around with Jimmy, man, you understand, bro? Bro, cat do real time in this thing, bro.
So you agree with me? You agree with what I'm saying?
I agree with what you're saying, bro. And we have to speak up. Bobby is speaking up for the betterment of our community now. That's the reason I brought him up. You know what I'm saying? He go to events and he talk about, why, man. He taking his life and not still trying to live that life. He changing it up and switching it up to talk about the betterment of where our community should be at.
And I agree with that. I mean, it's like, man, it's too many nice sounding, J. Cole's out there
that we supposed to be putting out there, bro.
I mean, dude, they sound good.
Come
man.
on,
you know what I'm saying?
And I ain't
they not talking about the bullshit, man. Why we can't celebrate them too, man? Why don't we put them on the pedestal instead of my booty hole brown? You know what I'm saying? What is the shit about?
You feel me?
Brown? I mean, that's the shit that our kids is listening to, man. That's the shit that our kids is listening to right now on the radio, and they are pushing that, man, pushing it.
Well, what I was told in the barbershop, and I had to give them a valid point. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you don't supposed to speak on another man's how he make his money. And I was like, yeah, but when it started affecting your community, it's your responsibility to wind up speaking up. Or I wouldn't be, and I don't call myself a community leader, but I'm most definitely gonna talk about some negative shit that's in my community. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna be on somebody's platform talking about that. You know what I'm saying? What do we have to do to make this change, man? Because, I'm still that kind of coach. When I coach, it's yes sir, no sir.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm trying
He's a real coach, man. A real coach. He used to coach the youth, in wrestling, and now he's coaching the people in hemp.
No,
you know what I'm
man,
saying? The man just coached through and through.
I still coach, man. But I'm that old school coach, man. Like, yes sir, no sir, and we do it because we understand that stuff brings respect to the program. You know what I'm saying,
Yes, sir.
bro? It
Yes,
makes
sir.
everybody feel a little worth something when they see that camaraderie and that respect that's there. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we check stuff in our community that's wrong, and so that's why I said, like even Jim Jones when he responded to that, man, I apologize, but I'm not putting however you want to say it, putting my name in your mouth or whatever that is, bro. But I just thought that was so crazy that you took that far as talking about somebody putting their hands on somebody, because the first thing in sustainability is nonviolent. Meaning that we're supposed to be able to come up with any solution nonviolently about, the conversations that we have it on the table, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just and again, it's a part of maturity and evolving. We all gotta evolve. Ain't nobody out the loop. It ain't too late for nobody.
Yeah,
But
why would threatening come to us?
I get it. You know what I'm
People put their
saying?
hands on you. I'm like, man, come on, bro. We
You
bigger
know,
than that.
I mean, and honestly, dog. I mean, you got,
much
but that's
respect for
the
that
people
cat,
around
bro.
him too.
Yeah,
That's the people around him too.
He's saying the
You know what
ignorance
I'm
that's
saying?
around.
Instead of somebody saying what you're saying, like, hey, maybe you should hear what the brother's saying. Listen to him.
That would have been hot if every one of them. I don't care. Meek Mills,
just take the
Rick Ross, or Jim Jones. If and one
all
of them
I'm saying is just take the offense out.
But which one of them came to say whichever one of them came and honestly said something real about what happened. Now I'm gonna be real with you, dude, too, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. This is some bullshit conversation we having right now too. It's really bullshit what we're talking about, really, because none of us can speak on. I ain't say none of them can speak on that Palestinian and all that stuff that's really going on, because I don't give a what we talk about. You can't talk about that. You really mess your check up.
And that's
bro.
real.
So,
that's real.
So you have to understand who they are too, because even out of their mouth, out of the Israelis' leadership said the most dangerous person to their whole movement is the Black American man.
Yeah, man. I saw that tape.
You feel me, bro?
I saw.
So if y'all don't understand y'all power, man, y'all better get right, bro. Because Pharrell, listen to what Pharrell telling you, man. Pharrell telling y'all, nigga, get ready, support each other. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta start finding the people, you know what I'm saying, who is in your lane, who thinking like you know what I'm saying, trying to build like you, trying to be doing the same thing that you doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you want to get around them people, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is. Like, in Atlanta, I used to like taking you to what we call down there at the, what's my man? What's the H.J. Russell Center down there. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta. If you ever come to Atlanta, man, follow up through the H.J. Russell Center one day when they just having some things. I'm gonna say they done got uppity scale in the sense, because now it's hard to get in and get to some of the events. But the events is fire as shit when you go in there, man. And they give you access. They find access to cash. Networking in some of them networks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
But that's a part of just being part of this whole movement. Just we keeping our ear to the street. We saying what's real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So again, the MJ Biz is the largest marijuana business event that they had during the year. Man, don't go to the event. If you are in the marijuana industry and you just want to go and see all the latest things, you need stuff in your stores, or you know what I'm saying, you need ideas. Yes, go to the event. It's about $350 a ticket, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Go to the event. But if you really go for the networking opportunities that you have with organizations or people that you've been teamed up with that can get you to the CEOs or the COOs of all these other companies, you know what I'm saying, that might want to build collaborations or trying to, really do some good business, you know what I'm saying? So, so it's not, go to some of the award that I heard that was pretty beneficial for a lot of people. I didn't get to go to that one, but if you go and you look at some of the stuff that we did, you know what I'm saying, we wound up having somebody come through, make some beignet for us. We wound up having Todd, Brandon, them, you know what I'm saying, who be doing big stuff as far as grants in the biofuel industry, you know what I'm saying? All them cats coming through, but you get a personal opportunity to build with these cats, you know what I'm saying? So that was more important than really the event itself. So, you don't get to see your people through the years unless you had some networking or some lobbying. And MJB is one of the opportunities where most people come together and they, bring their brand, they people through, and they try to just build a lot of good relationships.
That's what's up.
Excellent networking opportunity.
Well, look, that's I think we got a load up in there. I think we got a good quick conversation in there, coffee and hemp. I'm gonna close out with this one. What you think about the in-season championship inaugural won by LeBron James?
I guess they good halfway through the season.
Hey, I'm a LeBron James fan.
Look at this shit.
I admit it because I've seen him.
Damn, I'm an LA fan, but go ahead.
Look. I seen the man play since I grew up with the whole thing. So when he physically,
I'm a Jordan fan, bro. I'm a Jordan. Always gonna be Jordan.
I grew up with Jordan too, but when I seen Mike, when I seen
LeBron, listen, when
LeBron James single-handedly took control of my team back then, when it was like maybe 2 years in a row where the Wizards had to play fucking Cleveland, and LeBron James was just bullying the fucking Haywood and all, man. Oh God. I hated him, but it was at that moment that he earned my respect. Because that boy
I don't know, man.
Wouldn't take no for an answer.
It's going to be hard to find another Jordan, my nigga. That's all.
We found them. LeBron James.
Not really bad. Stop, man. Stop.
Come on, man. Now, actually, I'm going to say we found them Kobe Bryant. And then
that's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? The next evolution of Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. Man, the man was I'm not a hater, man. The man was made, he's a tank, he was made for the game. He just bulldozed his way down and scored a basket. Hey, if they all hype about this guy, Wembanyama, the brother from Spurs, the big tall guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course this guy should be fucking dominating. He's like the tallest motherfucker ever who can dribble and shoot. Okay? So it's no big deal. That's not no hype to me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he should be dominating.
Yes.
So if we're going to give him his props, we got to give the props to LeBron James.
I ain't giving that man. No,
everybody hates on the man because
everybody hating on LeBron,
the rules of the game.
Man, quit trying to make y'all hero, man.
He ain't my hero at all. My hero is my father.
My hero, man.
My hero is my father.
I don't know, Michael J was my hero, but this shit ain't give a damn. That nigga, boy. Do it like everybody want to do it like Mike. No?
Yeah, they wanted to do it like Mike until LeBron James came along. But now, I'm going to tell you.
What's up? Stop this.
The man, Stephen Curry changed the game too now.
It's truth. He's truth.
This dude can shoot the ball like, but we can talk about that on another segment, man. We're going to close out with this one. It was a pleasure again. And we'll see y'all next week.
Hey, last fact about Hemp, man.
All right, last
Did
fact.
you know the oldest body that oldest skeleton they ever found, I think they called it Lucy, right?
Oh, shit.
They called it Lucy,
the
right?
shroud was
Lucy,
wrapped
right?
in hemp.
Yeah, that was it.
I remember that.
Yeah, she was.
The
the garment she had was hemp garment, yes.
Wow. Lucy.
Just let y'all know.
Shout out to Lucy. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.